Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi.
Somebody say local.
Greetings, family, friends, and fans of DAsportsVYBEZ. We are here with Dominica's queen of football, KADISHA Joseph, a national player, a goalkeeper. What's up, KADISHA?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. How is work?
It's okay for now. Kind of ready to go back to the office, but I'm coping.
Good to hear that. So tell us about your days, going to primary school.
Well, in primary school, my cousins and myself, we grew up in the same area, went to the same school. We always used to race with each other, like even going to school, coming from school. And then we decided to start, trying out for the primary school track and field. Sometimes they were faster than me, so they would make it, but I would not.
So can you name the school?
Godo Primary School. I went to the Godo Primary School. So Esprit, Delvin Esprit, he was our sports teacher.
So did you play any football in primary school?
I did not.
You did not? But you happen to be a goalkeeper sooner or later down the line.
Yes. I played a little bit of netball, so I actually started a little bit of netball at primary school.
So when did you start playing football?
I was in 4th form at the Godo Secondary School at the age of 16, and I started trying out for the national under-17 team.
As a keeper or just another regular player?
When I got to training for the first time after my friend Sabrina, she convinced me and she was like, I'm going to try out for the national team. So Prosper told her about it and then she wanted me to tag along. So I said okay, and then when I got to the field, I was like, I saw the girls were already training, so I was a little bit not so confident. So I said, you know what, I think I'm going to try out for goalkeeper instead because I think they were more advanced than me. So I tried out for the goalkeeper and I stuck there because I loved
Did you play it for any club?
At that time.
Was it for a club or?
No, it was just for national team.
Okay, so at what point did you start playing football for you to even consider trying for the national team?
That was my first try actually. I never played before. I just came and trained for a national under-17 team, and that was in May of 2011, and then in July of 2011 it also had an under-23 team training at that time, and I was asked to try out as well, and just 2 months into training I made the national team.
So was there any club football, like league football at the time?
At that time, no.
No.
I think it had before, but I think there was a break, and then so after that tournament, that's when I started playing for a club.
Okay, so in 4th form, there was football in school. There was school football events.
No, it didn't start it as yet. It started actually the year after.
Okay, so what I'm trying to understand is, okay, you played, for you to even think of trying for the national team, you must have been kicking a ball, you must be playing some kind of football.
No, I was not.
So your friend just said, let's go and try play football, and let's go.
I just say okay, because I was already like playing netball, basketball, so I just love sports, so I figured okay, I'm going to try it out.
You was a great athlete, so you just did the transition.
Yes. And I use my netball skills to try and help me be a goalkeeper, a good goalkeeper.
So tell us about the national team. When you started training, how you felt. You was nervous because it was your first time you didn't play any football before.
Well, in the beginning, it was I was a bit nervous, a little bit shy, but it was only 2 keepers training at the time. Christina was the coach, and she helped. It was Kimberly and myself, so we both started at the under-17 level together. And towards when weeks of training, I built my confidence after making the under-23 team. That helped me as well, so I went back. I was actually the vice captain for the under-17 team at that time.
So the under-17 team, did you make the team on your first attempt?
Yes, first attempt. But since I trained, I have made the team every time.
Okay.
Okay, and that under 17 team, where did you all travel to play in a tournament?
Yes, we had a home and away. We traveled to Trinidad. Disappointing loss, but at the end of the day, it was our first time, and somewhat like it was still a sense of accomplishment. I could still feel a sense of accomplishment, knowing that it's my first time, just 2-3 months into training, and already representing Dominica at the national level. So we actually lost that first game 13-0 to Trinidad and Tobago. That was on the 17th. But then the second game was home, right here in the stadium, and we actually came back and just lost 5-0. So it was a big comeback. And then our 2 other games against St. Kitts, we won both. One 5-0 and the other 2-0.
And Trinidad is a established team in the Caribbean, and from 13 and you came back home 5-0. I guess you guys were proud of all yourself.
Yes, we were. We were actually.
Okay, and then next you go to make the under 23 team.
Yes.
And where did
actually,
you?
I made the under 23 team
Before the under 17 team.
Yes.
Okay, so what tournament did you all take
We
part
went
in?
to Dominican Republic, so we played against. Well, I actually made my debut against Trinidad as well in the under 17. I came in at halftime. I conceded about 5 goals, but something about that tournament, our team were the only under 23 team. All the other teams were senior teams, because there was some mix-up and they sent the wrong team.
Okay, so in the under 23 tournament, who do you all play at?
I remember we played Trinidad for sure, Dominican Republic, and I think the other team was either USVI or Bermuda, one of them.
Can you remember the results?
Well, then against Trinidad it was 14-1. I remember that one. Mariah scored the lone goal for Dominica. I cannot recall the 2 others.
Okay. Okay, so now you made at what point did you make the senior team now?
Senior team was in 2012. There was a festival in Guadeloupe, and I made it as the second string keeper. Christina was the first string goalkeeper, but I did get a chance to play in the final game of the festival, which we won against Antigua.
Okay, and what club did you play for? What club did you first play for?
I played for what used to be the Cicero Girls. So it was basically the under 17 team. They just kept us together and registered us in the league. So that's the first club I actually played for the first team.
Okay, and you all played in the league. How did you all do?
Well, we did not win, but we did get to experience, playing against the older players and everything. And a lot of people was like, wow, you guys shows a lot of promise and so on, and you guys will be, great players. They can already see the potential in all of us.
Okay, and then from Cicero Girls, that team
it
broke off, and then so what next for you?
So from there, I actually played with Wood City Strikers, where we had merged some of town players with them, because at that time they were struggling for players as well. So because our team had already broken up, some of us went to that team, some of us went to Harlem, and we helped them. In that tournament, we did somewhat better, because different strengths and everybody coming together. We still did not win the league, but it was great.
Can you remember like in that for Wood City? I'm asking you because I was a coach.
Yes.
Can you remember the first round? Or the teams that you played, and any memorable games?
Yes, there were a few memorable games. Like I remember Kisander and Tabik, and they were just unbeatable. Nobody could stop them, and they could just go and score. And we won some games. I think the first round it was like a great round. We were almost like undefeated in the first round.
We were undefeated.
But we were.
Yeah.
And then in the second round, and things that too. But it was good all in all.
Okay, and right from there, right now, who you play for currently?
Right now, I am actually the captain of the Mau Soccer Strikers, and started with them about 5 years ago, and I have been there since.
Okay, let's go a little away from football. We'll come back to football, but you also played, like you told us, you play other sports. What other sport do you play?
I play netball and I also play basketball.
Right. Any of them at a national level?
Yes, I actually played for the Dominica national 16 under 16 national team. We traveled to St. Kitts in 2011. So that was actually my first time representing Dominica on the national level. It was for netball. I also played netball at the Windward Island School game. That was back in 2016.
Okay, and what about basketball?
Basketball, I also played basketball at that same Windward Island School games. I represented Dominica in both netball and basketball at that tournament.
So we are going to move away from sports on the whole, and something happened to you last year.
This year,
You went this year?
yes.
Yeah, you went up for Carnival Queen as a football player, you know.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It was a great experience. I mean, it was really easy choosing my platform because sports is something that I am very passionate about. And I chose the platform Youth Empowerment with the advocate of sports because I believe that enough is not being done to motivate youth. And I know that there are a lot of opportunities in sports, especially today, even football. I have some friends who are right now, overseas. So basically I chose this platform to bring attention to the sport and for the youth so that they can realize that there are opportunities in playing sports.
A lot of ladies would say, "Boy, I'm not playing sports now because that will damage my figure, or let me lose my shape,
Look like a malnorm.
look like a malnorm and so on."
No, because I've been playing sports since 2011. We're now in 2020, and I went up for a show. They say it actually helps your body.
And not just
because-
sports.
No, not
You
just sports.
you are a keeper, goalkeeper.
Yes.
That means you are diving for ball, you are getting bruises and so on, and you still went up for Queen.
Yes.
Okay, DA Sports Vibes, and we are still here with Miss KADISHA Joseph. And Miss KADISHA, we touch netball, we touch football, a little basketball. Tell us about the basketball.
Basketball. In the three sports, I would say this is my least favorite because the constant running back and forth.
Remember, you are talking to
It's
the
a lot.
president of the Basketball Association, yeah? So be careful.
It's a lot, but nonetheless, in my days of playing, right now we have not seen a lot of women basketball, like in probably the past 2-3 years. But I must say, my time playing, it was really good. I was really excited about it, especially representing Dominica at the Windward Island School Games. That was a big thing for me. That was actually my biggest in basketball so far. Then I also played locally for Maggie's team, where we actually still the reigning champions. So there have not been another tournament for nobody to try to dethrone us or anything. So we are still here sitting on top. But basketball, it's a nice sport.
Yeah.
Like, seeing that I already played netball, it was somewhat easy for me. Like, the catching and so on. And
I saw the Portsmouth team, they are training every morning, so I think just now you guys will be getting
that's
your beating
good.
from the Portsmouth team.
No. No, actually, we'll put anything. We'll
Experience,
put
tell them
on,
experience. Always.
And we have, the team, and it's my other queen contestant. She's also a basketball player, so
That's all.
Primrose David.
Oh my goodness.
And trust me, we're not easy. Our team is just.
I could also get Jewel, because Jewel went up for Queen too,
We,
so I guess
we,
it's...
we played against her.
So yeah, we beat them in the
We beat them.
finals.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back to football now. Let's tell us about any individual accolades in football.
Yes, actually, after my first under 23 and under 17 tournaments back in 2011, in early 2012, I was actually named Female Footballer of the Year in the DFA Awards. I also got, for actually high school, the very first women's football they had in high school, in secondary school. My team that go to secondary school, we emerged victorious, and I also got the MVP for the league and the best goalkeeper for that league as well.
Ooh.
I got other individual like best goalkeeper in the National League. Can't remember the year exactly, but I think it was 2016. But yes, and
Let me ask you, in terms of that Goodwill School Championship. What team did you all meet in the finals?
In the finals,
You remember?
it was Dominica Grammar School.
Okay. And okay, so tell us in terms of your career in goalkeeping, what players, what strikers do you know when you come in to play that you think about, you know, we bought here. I have my work cut out for me today. I'm gonna get some ball on me.
Sander, sometimes Cassica, Chazelle, because everybody knows Chazelle can kick. So sometimes I say, oh, Mark Chazelle, don't make her kick, because anytime I know she kick, it's possible, there's a possibility that she might score. And sometimes Cassica, sometimes she can be very tactical and so on. Sometimes even Romelsia as well, because you know she has a powerful left foot, and so these are some of the players, you know.
Okay, and your in terms of the team, people you play with, when you're going out to battle, people you feel confident when you're going, you know, well, you have some soldiers. If you can name a few of them.
Yes. Kiana, I know she can hold on her defense well. Naisha, on my current team right now, she's very determined. She would give her all. Players like Chazelle is another one. Even our overseas base, Kira, Kylie, those are some of the players.
Yeah.
The list
Okay.
might be a bit
long. Yeah, I will have a soldier with you there.
Yeah.
Okay, and so to tell us now in terms of your local football, just give us like at any point in time, any tournament, like any game, give us a little game, something that sticks to your mind, memorable moment in a game, you know, that you can never forget.
Okay, it was right here in the stadium against the New Generation Sports Club. It was actually the final game for, like, to see who is going to be the winner, and we came so close to winning, but we did not, and because of that we did not become the champions for that year. But that was like our closest year. I believe that was like about,
we was home now.
I believe that was like 3 years ago. But
It's the Maho team, right?
Mao, yes.
Okay, and
came very close that year.
Okay, and give us a original tournament now that sticks to your mind, some game, you know, an original tournament.
Dominica coming out second.
Oh, yes, the Winod Islands, Winod Islands game. That was Dominica placed second in that tournament.
Under
that
your
was
coach,
yes, and
Kenneth
I was the
Esri.
goalkeeper as well, injured at that.
Right.
And I had to play all 3 games, and the last game especially when we won against St. Lucia 5-Love, that was a really proud moment. We came down and we had a motorcade from the airport.
And you should mention that you could not kick the ball out.
Yes,
You could only throw the ball because you
Yes.
are injured, and you played that tournament.
And I played that tournament,
Yeah.
and we came second. And the first game, I believe it was just very unfortunate
Yep.
that we lost. I believe that was the game we played the best, but it was just really unfortunate that goal had to score.
Okay, and could you just tell us, like, you know, in terms of, you know, keeping, like, who do you look for inspiration in terms of goalkeepers that inspire you to play the game the way you play the game?
That's very easy. Glenson Prince is my favorite goalkeeper. He was actually my coach when I started. He was one of the coaches who trained me. That was for the under-23 team. Like I said, that was the first team I made as a national player. So I look up to him. I admire how he plays and everything. And yes.
Okay, like right now, we'd just like you to, you know, seeing that, you know, in terms of women in sports, like to give a little motivation, a little message to them, you know, so they can get involved, you know, lose that notion of you have to be a man to play.
Yeah.
You know, a little, you know, we really want some more female in sports.
I'd like to say to the young people who will be listening or who are listening that there are a lot of opportunities in sports. There are scholarship opportunities. You can get to live away. You can, you know, earn a living out there by playing sports, and don't be discouraged. I know sometimes, you know, like with the league, and sometimes it gets stopped in the middle and the league cannot continue, but there are still opportunities. I would still like you guys to feel motivated to start playing sports, not just football, because other sports as well can give you opportunities as well. So with sports and everything, not just, you know, those opportunities, but it's also good for your health. It's good for your health. So you can play sports and you can achieve something.
Yeah, man, we just like to, on behalf of DAsportsVYBEZ, we like to just thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and speak with us, and we hope that the people that are viewing this interview will be inspired and we'll get some more women in sports.
Thank you.
Dominica.